After 70, every moment starts to feel more precious. But what if your body was already giving you quiet little clues about how long you might still have? You may not feel them at first, but they're there. Some folks in their 70s wake up each day full of life, moving around with ease, sharp as ever. Others begin to slow down, more aches, more tired days, more things they can't do anymore. So what makes the difference? Science says it often comes down to 7 surprising signs. Today, we'll look at those signs backed by real research that can help you understand how well your body is aging and what small changes might help you live longer and better. And as we go along, just notice which ones feel familiar to you. It might be your body's way of saying, pay attention. Let's start with something you probably do every day without thinking. Walking. The speed you walk, it might seem like nothing, but it's one of the strongest signs doctors look at when judging how well someone is aging. Fast walkers, or even steady walkers, tend to live longer. They also enjoy better strength, balance, and even brain health. But folks who slow down too much, they're often facing deeper health issues underneath. I'll tell you about 2 neighbors, Charles and Earl. Both are 76. Charles still ties up his walking shoes each morning and strolls down the block with his dog. His steps are smooth. He stands tall. He waves at the mailman and doesn't think twice about walking to the store or climbing the stairs. Earl, on the other hand, used to be just as active, but now his steps have become smaller. He pauses more often. Just walking across the living room tires him out. He avoids stairs, holds onto railings, and sometimes even feels like he might fall. Now, Earl tells himself, I'm just getting older, that's all. But that's not always true. A slower walking pace can mean weakened muscles, poor blood flow, or even early memory problems. When walking gets hard, people stop doing it, and that leads to even more weakness. It's a quiet downward slide. The good news? You can change it. Even simple walks around the house, in your yard, or down the street can help. Small steps lead to better strength. Little by little, your legs can feel stronger, your balance can come back, and your confidence grows. You don't need to run. Just walk a little more than yesterday. Climb 1 extra stair. Stand up and stretch during TV commercials. These little things keep your body moving, and moving is life. So next time you go for a walk, ask yourself, am I walking with energy or dragging my feet? Your answer might tell you more than you think. Now here's something else that might surprise you. The strength of your hands. That's right, your grip. It's not just about how firm your handshake is. It's about what's going on inside your muscles, your blood flow, and your nerves. A strong grip means you still have muscle, your brain is firing well, and your body systems are working together. A weak grip, on the other hand, could be your body's way of waving a little red flag. Take Marvin and George. Both are 78. Marvin has always enjoyed working with tools. He fixes things around the house, lifts groceries with ease, and never minds opening a tight jar. He also does small hand exercises, squeezing a tennis ball while watching TV or using light weights to keep his arms strong. George, on the other hand, started noticing changes. He couldn't open a bottle like he used to. Carrying his briefcase felt heavier than before. Even holding his coffee mug for a long time made his hand feel tired. He thought, it's just age, but that slow loss of grip can be the start of bigger problems. When your hands grow weak, chances are your arms and legs are too. And when your muscles shrink, everything else gets harder. Standing up from a chair, getting out of bed, even holding yourself steady if you trip. But the best part? Just like walking, grip strength can be improved. You don't need fancy equipment. Squeeze a softball. Try light wrist lifts. Even folding laundry or gardening helps. The key is to keep using your hands. If you stop using them, you lose them. So go ahead, check your grip. Does it feel firm like before, or softer than you remember? Don't worry if it's not what it used to be. That just means today is a good day to start working on again. And hey, if you're still watching, I'm glad you're here with me. It means you care about your health and want to stay strong. Just type a little one in the comments so I know you're still with me. That always makes me smile. There's something most folks don't think about until it starts to fade. Balance. You use it every single day without realizing it. Getting out of bed, stepping over a rug, standing on your toes to reach a cupboard. It's all balance. And after 70, how steady you are on your feet can quietly reveal how long and how well you'll keep living on your own. Let me tell you about two women, Edith and Lillian, both in their early 70s. Edith takes a walk each morning, sometimes stops to stretch, and even does a bit of light yoga now and then. One of her favorite little challenges is to stand on one foot while brushing her teeth, just to keep herself sharp. When she lifts her foot, she holds still like a tree, calm, steady. Lillian, on the other hand, hasn't paid much attention to her balance. She used to be just as active, but now she finds herself reaching for chairs, holding on to walls when turning corners, and wobbling when she tries to lift one foot. She brushed it off at first. Oh, just a little dizzy. But the truth is, her balance isn't what it used to be. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that normal at this age? But losing balance is more serious than it seems. It can mean your reflexes are slowing down, or your muscles and brain aren't working together like before. And one small fall can lead to a broken bone, a hospital stay, or worse, losing the freedom to live how you want. But here's the good news. Balance can be trained, just like a muscle. If you practice standing on one foot for 10 seconds each day, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or even doing gentle movements like slow dancing, you can help your body remember how to stay steady. These little daily habits tell your muscles and your brain, stay sharp, stay ready. In fact, let's do a quick test right now. Stand up gently. Lift one foot just a little off the ground and try to hold that position for 10 seconds. No rush. If you wobble, that's okay. It's just a starting point. The more you practice, the better you'll get. And the stronger your balance, the longer you'll stay independent. Now let's talk about something else that often gets overlooked. How well you sleep. Not just how many hours you spend in bed, but how restful those hours truly are. After 70, good sleep becomes one of the biggest keys to staying healthy. It helps your body repair, boosts your immune system, and even clears out the brain so you think more clearly. Let me share the story of two gentlemen, Harold and Ben. Both are 75. Harold has kept the same bedtime for years. He reads a little, turns off the lights, and sleeps around 7 hours most nights. He wakes up with energy, ready to take on the day. He's calm, focused, and steady. Ben, on the other hand, struggles. He lies awake for hours, turns side to side, wakes up often, and sometimes stares at the ceiling until sunrise. During the day, he feels tired, forgetful, and easily irritated. His blood pressure has started to go up. He blames it on age, but what he doesn't realize is that poor sleep is taking a toll on his health. Quietly but powerfully. Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's when your body does all the behind-the-scenes work, healing, balancing hormones, even protecting your memory. And when sleep suffers, everything else starts to follow. Weak immune system, heart troubles, confusion, mood changes. But just like with balance and walking, sleep can be improved. If you're struggling to sleep well, try turning off screens an hour before bed. TVs, phones, anything with bright light. Read a calming book. Try light stretching or deep breathing before lying down. Keep your room cool and quiet. And if possible, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. A small routine can make a big difference. And if you're feeling tired even after sleeping, don't ignore it. Your body may be trying to say something. Sometimes, a doctor can help figure out if it's a sleep disorder, stress, or something else. What matters is listening to your body before things get worse. So ask yourself tonight, do I wake up feeling rested? Or Am I dragging myself through the day? You deserve good rest. And your future depends on how well you give your body that time to heal. If you're still here and watching along with me, it means you're really thinking about your health, and I'm so glad you are. Just type a 2 in the comments if you're still with me. I always love hearing from you. Sometimes we overlook something simple that tells us a lot: our appetite. The way you eat, how often you eat, and even how much you enjoy your food can quietly reveal how your health is doing. After 70, a healthy appetite means your body is still working the way it should. But when you start skipping meals, losing interest in food, or suddenly dropping weight without trying, that can be a warning sign. Let me tell you about two friends, Doris and Helen, both 74. Doris still enjoys cooking. She loves her little garden, picking fresh vegetables, and trying new soup recipes. She eats 3 balanced meals each day, snacks on fruits, and keeps her body fueled. Mealtime is something she looks forward to. And even though she doesn't eat large portions, her body stays strong and her energy stays steady. Helen used to be like that too. But over the past year, things changed. She no longer felt hungry. Some days, she only had a slice of toast and a cup of tea. She stopped cooking, started relying on canned snacks, and didn't even realize she had lost over 10 pounds. At first, she just thought, maybe I'm just not in the mood. But her clothes were looser, her energy was gone, and she felt tired all the time. That kind of appetite loss isn't just about food. It's your body saying, I'm missing something. It could be stress, depression, medication side effects, or even an early sign of something deeper. When you don't eat enough, your muscles begin to shrink. Your bones get weaker. Your brain slows down. You lose weight, yes, but also strength, balance, and energy. It's a slow decline that many folks don't notice until it's already taken a toll. The good news? You can turn it around. First, pay attention. Are you eating enough? Are you losing weight without trying? Are you skipping meals just because you don't feel hungry? If so, make small changes. Try eating smaller meals more often. Focus on foods that are rich in nutrients but easy to prepare. Soft-cooked eggs, warm soups, mashed sweet potatoes, or a fruit smoothie. Even a sandwich with lean meat and fresh veggies can go a long way. And don't forget to drink water. Even light dehydration can reduce appetite without you realizing it. And here's something that often helps make mealtime pleasant. Turn on soft music, eat with a friend if you can, or sit by a window. Sometimes, a change in setting brings back the joy of eating. And if eating feels hard, don't be afraid to talk to a doctor. Sometimes it's a small fix that makes a big difference. Now, let's talk about something we all face: stress. We all feel it. Bills, health worries, family arguments, or just the fear of being alone. But how you handle stress after 70 can quietly shape your future. Chronic stress doesn't just weigh on your mind. It wears down your body too. It raises your blood pressure, weakens your heart, and even affects how fast your body ages. Take two men, Harvey and Russell, both 76. Life hasn't been easy for either of them. They both lost loved ones, faced health scares, and dealt with more than their fair share of troubles. But Harvey has learned how to stay calm. When something goes wrong, he steps outside, takes a deep breath, maybe talks to a friend, or sits down with a puzzle to clear his head. He doesn't let stress sit in his chest all day. Russell, on the other hand, holds everything inside. He worries in silence, plays past mistakes over and over in his head, and doesn't sleep well. Even small things, like forgetting where he put his keys, make him angry with himself. He means well, but his body pays the price. He feels drained. His blood pressure is high. His doctor says stress is making things worse. Here's what the science says. When stress becomes part of your daily life, your immune system gets weaker. Your body makes more inflammation, which is the start of many diseases: heart trouble, memory loss, diabetes. You may not even notice it happening, but it builds up quietly, like water behind a dam. But just like walking, balance, and sleep, Stress management is a skill. You can learn it, you can practice it, and you can get better at it. Try this. When you feel tense, pause for just 1 minute. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in, then let it out. Do it again. It doesn't fix everything, but it helps. You can also try writing down your thoughts in a notebook, walking outside for fresh air, or calling someone you trust. Even sharing a cup of tea with a friend can do wonders. And if you enjoy spiritual time, prayer, reflection, or just quiet moments alone, use those too. Your mind and body both need peace. Stress may never disappear completely, but if you know how to hold it gently instead of letting it control you, your body will thank you in the years to come. And if you're still watching and learning with me, I'm proud of you. That means you're taking these signs seriously. Just leave a little 3 in the comments so I know you're still here. It means a lot. There's one more sign that tells us a lot about our future health, and it's not something you'll find on a test. It's how connected you feel to the people around you. After 70, your relationships, the people you laugh with, talk to, or even just sit beside, can quietly add years to your life, or take them away if they start to fade. Let me tell you about 2 women, Ruth and Elaine, both 78. Ruth makes it a point to stay in touch with her circle. She calls her sister every Tuesday, bakes cookies with her granddaughter once a month, and goes to a small book club at the library, even if she doesn't always finish the book. It's not about being busy. It's about being connected. She feels needed, heard, seen. Elaine, on the other hand, used to have a close group of friends, but after her husband passed away, she slowly pulled back. She stopped going to church, skipped family gatherings, and didn't answer phone calls as often. Not because she didn't care, but because she didn't want to feel like a burden. Over time, her days became quiet, too quiet, and that silence began to wear on her. She felt tired more often. Her memory slipped. She found it harder to get motivated, even just to make lunch or go outside. Doctors and researchers have studied this deeply, and the results are clear. Loneliness is just as dangerous as smoking or heart disease. It increases the risk of depression, weakens the immune system, and even shortens life expectancy. But real connection, warm, simple human connection, keeps us alive, not just in our bodies, but in our spirit too. And here's the beautiful part. Connection doesn't mean being surrounded by a crowd. One good conversation, one walk with a neighbor, one phone call to a family member you haven't spoken to in a while. That's enough to remind your heart, I matter, someone cares. So ask yourself gently, have I drifted away from people lately? Do I miss the sound of laughter? Have I told someone I love them this week? If the answer is yes, don't wait. Reach out, call someone, write a letter, invite someone over for tea, or go sit in the park where people gather. You don't need to fix everything. Just take one small step. Because the truth is, our lives are measured in more than just years. They're measured in the smiles we share, the hands we hold, and the moments we feel connected to something bigger than ourselves. Now that you've heard all 7 signs, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep, appetite, stress handling, and social connection, take a moment to think. Which one speaks to you the most? Maybe your steps have slowed. Maybe you're skipping meals. Or maybe you've just been feeling too alone. Whatever it is, remember this. You're not too late. Your body is always listening. And with a little care, a little movement, and a little love, you can give yourself more good days, more strength, more moments to look forward to. You don't have to do it all at once. Just choose one small thing to begin with. Maybe go for a short walk tomorrow. Call someone you miss. Or try standing on one foot for 10 seconds while brushing your teeth. Small steps matter. They add up, and your future self will be so thankful you started today. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Just comment below and tell me one thing you're going to try. Whether it's resting better, eating more mindfully, or simply picking up the phone to say hello, every step counts. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep making helpful, gentle videos just like this one, for you and for others who might need them too. Take care of yourself. You're important, and you're not alone.